to the zoo.
Why am I here?
Minions of the Zoo is a lovable ragtag group of misfits that sprang up initially as a fan group to Ranting Monkey, Scribe-Lite, Some Dumb American, and their joint Lords of the Night livestream show. Late night discussions in Discord quickly evolved into streams of their own, with each member bringing something new and different to the table for discussion. Led by the incomparable Reject PPC and the One-Ton Hammer, the group rotates hosts known as Zookeepers.
Hello everybody and welcome to Minions of the Zoo. I am your host for this evening, One-Ton Hammer.
I will be your zookeeper tonight, Reject.
Alright, and welcome to the zoo. I am the Lucky Pop-Tart Inquisitor.
Sanguine.
Skep Tock.
I'm Prospero.
Cassie. And I'm Delahazed.
Regular streamers, they're known as Minions, and special guests are known as traveling exhibits. They're on a nightly basis, so that each show has something unique and fresh for our audience. Minions of the Zoo currently streams at 10:30 Central Standard, 11:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Let's be xenophobic, it's really in this year. Let's find a nasty, slimy, ugly alien to fear. There's no more cutesy stories about E.T. phoning home. Let's learn to love our neighbors like the Christians learned in Rome. We know we ought to hate them, they're different, you see. We've seen they're mean and ugly on movies and TV. The folks that ought to know have told us how it's got to be. The gospel truth is found in scenes from Alien and V. Let's wipe out any life form that seems to be a threat. We'll serve them up a genocide they never will forget. 'Cause if we miss a couple, they'll breed a couple more. And soon we'll all be hating twice as many as before. You see, aliens can never be as good as humankind. A more delightful race than us you'll never ever find. So step aside, you star slime, we're ready for your worst. We know you want to beat us, enslave us and defeat us, oppress us and browbeat us unless we get you first.
Hello everyone, welcome to the zoo. I'm your zookeeper for tonight, Inquisitor. Minion joining me so far is Eeyore.
Good night, everyone.
And hopefully Adam will be here in a bit. How are you this evening, my friend?
Doing good after week 18 of football.
What's going on with the foosball?
Well, the last couple playoff spots were decided. We're waiting on just the very last one, which will be decided by this Green Bay Lions game.
Green Bay.
No way in hell Green Bay's gonna win.
Hey, what's up, Adam?
What's going on, guys?
Nothing. And yeah, I agree. Ew, Green Bay.
So we're all Green Bay haters here.
In spite of my actually wanting to live there, you know.
Yeah, lovely city.
And hell, you're going to be going and hanging out there in the summer, so, you know, just saying.
Yeah, I was checking when the preseason starts just in case, but I don't think we're there late enough in August to see preseason games.
Oh, no, probably not. I'm not going to do any building today. I did that last stream, and that was cool and all, but I got other stuff to do right now. So I'm going to do some actual painting today. Just move some stuff around. So how are you, Adam?
I'm doing good. I really I think I screwed myself over with OBS in terms of getting things to where I wanted it. I thought I could just start anew with a new set, but apparently it doesn't want to cooperate with the capture card. So
I'd help you troubleshoot, but yeah. Well, I guess we can like hang out sometime this weekend or something like that if you want to see if I can help you troubleshoot.
I'm looking to get what I can get running for at least tomorrow. But yeah, I'm gonna have to, because I really don't like that it only wants to take one use of the capture card and not make a different use of it. It has to use that same copy, and it's like, I don't know. Yeah.
Didn't want to do it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear ya.
But
It's what it's like sometimes working with OBS. You gotta like bare knuckle box with it for a while. Where the fuck did I put my paintbrushes?
Gotta play with it. But other than that,
shit, they're all the way over there. Sorry. My paintbrushes were all the way across the room.
so what are you gonna be painting tonight?
Probably some orcs. I need to get some work done on some other stuff, and I'm feeling a little burnt out with some of my Eldar stuff, so I'm deciding to make the executive decision to work on some orcs instead.
There you go.
I thought you were going to return to the light of the Emperor.
Okay, seriously. I have to finish my orcs, my Eldar, and my Necrons. Then I can start working on some other stuff, like my guard, my roommate's Thousand Sons, and so on and so forth. I've got so many models to do, man.
Yeah, my pile of gray plastic slowly growing.
So, adjust this. And I was saying about halfway through the stream too, I'm gonna see about ordering some food, and then also ordering some lunches for the week. Now, say I do have some news. I haven't talked about it on my stream. I talked about it on Johnny Hellcat's stream a couple days ago. For those that might have missed it, I had a little bit of a Chicago moment this week.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get home from work at about 2 o'clock in the morning, 2:45 a.m. And I walk inside my apartment and, go to bed, not thinking anything of it. And then I wake up, get ready to go to work, walk out to my car, start my car, and you could have sworn a bomb went off under it. And I'm thinking, oh great, I gotta go and repair this thing. Something with the muffler, the catalytic converter, and so on and so forth. I gotta bring it over to my mechanic. I'm like, okay, I'm probably gonna have to take the day off work, so I, immediately get to talking to my boss and letting him know and everything like that. And I go and I bring it to the mechanic, and I say it's probably something with the muffler or the catalytic converter. Luckily, the mechanic that I bring my car to is like a block from my house, or from my mother's house. So I just go over to my mom's and I hang out with her and sat there and visited with her, which is nice. But about 30 to 40 minutes later, I get a call from my mechanic saying, where did you leave your car, and how long was it left alone? I'm all like, odd questions. Why, why? And then he's all like, well, you need to file a police report. Because my catalytic converter was cut out of my car. like with a saw, cut out of my car.
And at that point, peace wasn't an option.
Well, I went full on fucking nuclear in the in the Discord, man. I was venting and saying things like, kind of makes me want to go and sleep out in my Jeep with my gun. If anyone rocks up and tries to, do this kind of shit again, I'll just fucking jump out and plug their ass. I don't know, what kind of piece of shit do you have to be to do that to someone's car, man?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy that they just went in there and sawed it off like it was nothing.
Yeah, like it was funny. I was talking to some other people in other Discords, and it came up like other people stealing things, or like in the history of automobiles, people stealing things out of people's cars. And I brought up, dude, in the 7 days they stole your stereo. Your car still functions without a stereo.
Stereo, hubcaps, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's just a lot of good metals in the converter that make them really good for resale.
Yep. That's why I say, you want an actual solution to that? Junkyards have to stop buying catalytic converters.
To be honest, I don't understand why they don't even go through it. Like, if they know that it's a problem.
I'd actually do it a different way. Mandate automobile manufacturers put the VIN or registration number on the converter itself in a place where your average Joe can't get at it, and require a junkyard before they buy it to check that registration. If it doesn't belong to the person selling it, police report.
I mean, the shitty thing is, even all that's said and done, you're gonna go through the process of having to prove that all of this shit happened, and at the same end, you're still gonna have to out-of-pocket pay money to cover costs to get things operating right again. It's like,
the good news is that it does classify as a theft, so your insurance will cover it. It's just that you have to pay your copay.
yeah.
It's still ridiculous that you have to even go through it in the first place, because some complete degenerate fuckface decided to go and be a degenerate fuckface and steal shit from your car and potentially harm you, and did harm your property.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and even then, I was just looking the chat here. Lisa said that that kind of thing is evil, is up on the rise where she lives. Like, if it's bad enough that it's happening even in England, I'm just saying.
But let's be real. If it's happening in England, they'll take the race into account and probably release it if it's in a minority. I'm not far from wrong.
Where I live, there's a 0% chance that this person that did this is not Hispanic. We're just talking propinquity here. Hey, Six, how's it going?
You basically live in Little Mexico?
That's what I've said a million times, man. I live in Little Mexico, in Chicago's Little Mexico. So there's 0% chance that the person who did this is not Hispanic. And this is not, criminal profiling or anything like that. I'm just talking about sheer population density. There's a 98% chance that it's going to be Hispanic.
Yeah, I forget sometimes that it's a crazy thing. Well, somebody even, because there was a killing out in Naperville, and somebody was sitting there saying, seeing the comments, people saying, well, is Naperville really part of Chicago? And it's like, well, kinda,
yes.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of these areas, I mean, if you want to get technical, if it's under Cook County, yeah, it's, part of Chicagoland. But just the neighborhoods, they're so close together that it's not really that far. It's not like you're driving through boonies and then you find the next town. It's you drive a little bit for a little time and you're in the next town over.
Well, it's just called the urban sprawl. It's
yeah.
Just because, you don't live in either Cook or Lake County, because those are the two big ones for, Chicago. And, even then, you sit there and you look at all of the cities that are in Cook and Lake. You have fucking Evanston in Lake, you have fucking Deerfield, Highland Park, Northbrook, Skokie, all of these, technical cities that are is that really Chicago? It's part of the fucking Chicago sprawl, man.
Yeah, it's grown so big. And here's the thing, it's all affected by the same policies and shit. So I mean, that's the other part.
Well, I mean, it was last year sometime I was seeing a ton of news reports talking about muggings being on the rise on the North Shore. And they're like, well, is that really Chicago? I'm like, yes it is. It has a metro line going straight out to to Northbrook, man. Of course it's part of Chicago.
Great, catalytic converter robberies on the rise, muggings on the rise. And I want to go to this godforsaken city in a couple months.
Yeah, aren't you excited?
Yeah.
Sure.
Don't worry, I'm armed.
That has mixed feelings for me.
We'll go all Charles Bronson on their ass.
Oh, I'm not worried about that. I'm just worried about some corrupt cop coming after you for it.
Well, all my guns are legal.
Probably not gonna happen.
You live in the most corrupt city on the continent, probably. They don't care if they're legal.
Eeyore, if you come down here and we're all hanging out and we somehow manage to stumble upon a corrupt cop who's going to somehow jump on Quiz with his gun, I don't know, man. Quiz, I was telling you some crazier shit earlier, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah. I think this would beat it.
Yeah.
I think what my crazy shit that I was talking about, I think that would come true way before whatever the fuck he was talking.
Yeah, probably would. Probably would.
Sorry, I mean, there's...
Adam would date a supermodel before...
Hey, come on, dude. You don't have to fucking talk about...
Don't air my business, man.
Yeah. Shit.
I love you, bro.
Yeah, well, apparently, not enough to... I'm gonna hear about this.
Hey, you know what? She'd be lucky to have you.
Let's so this corrupt cop.
Let's change the subject, please.
Come on. So this corrupt cop. He's gonna be chasing us Blues Brothers style. Dude, I lost it.
Dude,
I can't.
I gotta say, come on, man. I hate Illinois Nazis too.
Holy shit! You know what? Dr. Fauci looks like the fucking
The Illinois Nazi guy? Yeah, he kind of does. I'm not gonna lie. That was like the first thing that went through my head.
I want that license plate number. Yeah, dude. Oh shit. Oh man. Hey, you know, the goblet that you repaired for me, sir?
Yes.
And it's been holding out pretty nicely.
Good. Glad it is.
Yeah.
I say, my whole goal with doing what I did to it, which is essentially I just gap filled it with some milliput and did some super glue. I'm hoping that with it the way that it is, it should work well for you, come summertime, and you can take it in your pack.
Oh, good. I'm gonna need this is something to drink out of. We're all hanging out.
Because of course we go up to Wisconsin, we're definitely gonna have to get some more of that fucking cider. It was so good.
Yes. I think we're gonna have to find a good place to get some cheapo boozo before we head up there.
Oh, dude.
So.
Yeah. I'd say it was a little expensive up there, but at the same time, I kind of felt like it was worth it. I know it's the touristy thing for the tourists in Wisconsin to go and buy New Glarus, but it's like, fuck you, man. It's good. I don't care.
To buy what?
New Glarus. Because remember, we bought fucking how many? Yeah. Like 3 or 4, 6 packs, 12 packs, whatever. New Glarus.
Yeah, you guys are enjoying that.
It was good.
Hey, is there anything that Eeyore would be able to bring down, or is
from Canada? Do some cultural exchange here, my guy.
If we're talking alcohol, no.
They don't let you cross the border with that stuff?
It's annoying enough to even get it into the airports up here.
Well, what do they do? Poke you in the butt? Like, what's...
Well, no, I think that there is like a whole like customs thing, and then he's got to pay a shit ton of money to do it.
Oh.
Last I heard that was partly the reason why people didn't bring food from like Tim Hortons and shit like that. Because I know Americans really wanted like their Canadian friends to bring them some fucking Bieber holes. Yes, this is a thing. Tim Hortons. Yeah, Tim Hortons partnered with Justin Bieber and made Bieber holes.
They're called Bieber bits for one.
They're Bieber holes.
No.
Yes. You and I both know that they're Bieber holes.
No, they are Bieber themed Timbits.
Yes. They're donut holes, Adam. They're donut holes.
Timbits are munchkins, right?
Yeah, they're donut holes.
Yeah. So
they're Bieber holes.
Do you get Bieber fever if you eat them?
What?
I think if that's the case, then Canada would be considered a terrorist organization. Just the whole country.
Shouldn't be spreading that shit, sir. Yeah, we don't need any of that.
No, we don't.
Especially because Wisconsin has its own goofy fucking food that they eat, so
that's true.
we don't.
That's true. We don't need Bieber holes.
Yeah, Bieber holes.
I fucking love just saying it. It's just funny.
Got a sack of them Bieber holes.
Technically, it's a box of Bieber holes.
For God's sakes, get off the Bieber holes.
Well, I don't know. I mean, they sell their milk in a bag, so why not Bieber holes in a bag?
I'm sure they put the box in a bag.
In a bag in a box?
That would be hilarious, man. Bagged milk, and they have to put it in a box because it's impossible to put it in like a plastic bag.
Yeah.
Well, the bags of milk are in their own bags. which we typically put in plastic shopping bags. And then we have this funky gadget called a picture. We put the bag in, cut off a tip, and use that.
Is it possible to bring a bag of milk across the border?
That would be a novelty. Yeah, I'd like to have a bag of milk.
I wouldn't mind.
Nope.
What do you mean no? Is it no because it's Eeyore, or is it no because it's probably way too
Fruit and
expensive?
dairy is the only thing that is more tariff than milk back and forth.
Yeah, it's
I mean, more tariff than alcohol.
You couldn't bring some Canadian cheese over.
Probably not.
I can't bring any dairy product.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks. What the hell?
No milk, no cheese, no butter.
Are they
He
so
will be
against
able
culture?
to at least eat some cheese curds, you know, some good old Wisconsin cheese curds.
Yeah.
Yes. I will
do you
be
mean,
able to enjoy Wisconsin cheese.
What do you mean,
As well as Illinois cheese in your freaking casserole monstrosity.
I don't think Illinois has cheese. We have meat.
Yeah, I say we have the Chicago stockyard, my friend.
It's the meat packing district area. Because we're so
You
close
got what I
to
mean.
cheese.
That monstrosity you call a pizza.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Hey, both of you. I might call it a monstrosity, but at least I call it a pizza. I do not call deep fried cardboard with crap cheese and probably a little rat poison, which is New York style pizza, even pizza.
Well, I mean, you know, it doesn't even matter because, you know, if you call a New York style pizza or not, it's just we know that you know, our pizza's good and that theirs is trash. It doesn't matter.
I mean, I don't even know how to take it because this is coming from a Canadian. So, what the fuck does he know about pizza?
Are you
I'll
kidding
tell
me?
you this much: he knows at least more than what people in Detroit know about it.
Whoa!
No! Shots fired! Shots fired!
No, you know, I think, okay, I will say, out of all of it, the West Coast has the worst pizza.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Fucking California Pizza Kitchen is garbage.
Well, no, all of it. California, there's the shit in Seattle and Portland. Fuck that. They don't know what the fuck they're doing with pizza. Get the fuck out of here. Southwest, maybe. They're a little experimental, but, you know, I'm kind of like the spicy stuff, so, and they add that vigorously to the pizzas, but you know what, so far, you know, I would say we got a good handle on pizza up here.
Well, I was gonna say the major two, you know, the two that I compare to each other, right? Is you got California Pizza Kitchen, which, you know, has made its way all the way over here, and then you got Chicago Pizza Authority, and there's absolutely no comparison. California Pizza Kitchen is fucking trash compared to CPA.
As far as the styles of pizza, I prefer Southern style pizza more than anything right now.
We're talking like barbecue sauce instead of fucking marinara.
Keep the tomato sauce where it is, but barbecue sauce on top. Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can get behind that.
You know, well spiced chicken done again in that Southern spice blend.
Well, the
Oh.
very first thing that we're gonna get when you get in here is we're gonna get some rosatis and we're gonna get some fucking buffalo chicken pizza, because that is one of my favorites, and it's like a Chicago staple. I would say.
Yeah, we'll set you on a good
Buffalo wing pizza.
Yes.
That sounds like it'd bite back.
Basically think it's buffalo sauce, you know, buffalo wing sauce, and ranch dressing mixed together as the sauce, cheese as normal, and then chicken breast meat on top.
Alrighty.
It's really good.
Oh my god, you know what? Dude, we gotta take him to that hot dog place where they berate the customers.
Oh, oh God.
I can't remember the name.
Ed DeBevick's.
Well, no, that too. That's a sit-down place, but there's the walk-in place where it's the black ladies.
Oh.
I can't remember the name. I don't want to say it's Wiener Circle because it's not Wiener Circle. That's a good place, but it's not the same place.
Okay. Is it part of the whole lettuce entertainment
And it's not
thing?
Superdog. No, it's they have their whole own thing. I can't remember. I think Conan did a bit where he sent some videos out there. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how Eeyore handles these.
Well, I think Eeyore would have a blast at Ed DeBevick's. Everyone does. Even my grandmother. My grandmother was a fucking sourpuss, man. Like,
Well, hold on. Is Ed DeBevick's even still there? I thought they closed down.
In Chicago, it is. It is not out in Deerfield. So, like, because they used to have a Deerfield location right off of Lake Cook, but that one closed. That one closed in I want to say the late 2000s. So it wasn't even like 2010 yet, and they closed. And then they closed all the other locations and consolidated just to the one in downtown. And the one in downtown is also kind of a landmark too. It'd be like really hard to get rid of the downtown Ed DeBevick's because like right around the corner from Rock and Roll McDonald's.
By this Deerfield place, are we talking about going out into the cornfields of rural Illinois?
Dude, okay.
Are you serious?
The city of Deerfield is posh as fuck. If I live in Little Mexico, okay, now where I currently am, when I lived in Deerfield, I lived in Little Jerusalem, where the population here is like 98% Hispanic. The population in Deerfield is like 98% Jewish. We spent.
Don't take me there on a Saturday, then. I'm not a goyim.
we spent. Okay, when we had an apartment in Deerfield, we were it was a 3-bedroom apartment, okay, but we were spending $3,000 a month, and it was in the fucking ghetto. Like the building was run down. It was as bad as like the building as you can get, and we were spending $3,000. We're talking like posh as fuck area.
Well, I'll just say this. For the same price, that's basically anywhere in Toronto.
Yeah. Well, like I said, Deerfield is like, okay, so there's 3 cities like within a couple mile radius of each other. They're like interconnected. And it's Deerfield, Northbrook, and Highland Park. Like those are the 3 cities within like range of each other. And Highland Park is probably most known because of the shooting that happened on July 4th there. But you know when that happened in Highland Park, I'm all like, really? In Highland Park of all places? You know, like Highland Park is so posh that there's a Starbucks across the street from another Starbucks.
That seems a little wasteful.
It is, but that's the kind of posh thing we're talking about here. It's as close to like Rodeo Drive as you can get in Chicago.
Ugh.
So we're talking like rich bitch territory. A lot of people sit there and say Schaumburg is rich bitch territory, and it kind of is, but it's not nearly as rich bitch territory as fucking Deerfield and Highland Park and Northbrook.
Although apparently, as far as what my boss says, when he came back from helping out at the Arizona branch of our company, he said that he ran across a lot of people that are from here, and a lot of them are from Schaumburg.
Okay.
So apparently it's the spot to go.
I'm not shocked that, you know, there's a mass exodus out of Schaumburg. I mean, Schaumburg has been slowly bleeding itself dry for a really long time. So you want to talk about the like a case example of urban decay. There's a city in the northwest suburbs called Palatine, and it is the very like picture of urban decay. Most of like all of the real estate on any of the major highways is nothing but strip malls, and they're like 80% vacant.
Oh, we're talking that type of urban decay. I was hoping we were talking about gentrified to ship full of woke-ass idiots and everyone that's really mattered has moved far, far away.
Oh, no, like I said, like we're talking like actual urban decay. It's like when landlords are charging entirely too much, and so every business can't afford to, have a storefront anymore, and all businesses are just leaving. So then you have all of this, real estate taken up by an urban sprawl with nothing in it. Like at this point, I'm shocked that like even any of the windows haven't like been smashed out.
Yeah, I have a good idea of what you're talking about. The local mall here has been... The people who run it are completely ridiculous with their conditions on top of wild rent.
Cannibalistic Wizard said he's not a drunkard, but he likes dipping cold pizza in ranch. Dude, okay, it depends on the pizza. If it's a shit pizza, it can be enhanced with ranch. And yeah, like, I can understand that. I can get behind that. Like, a fucking Papa John's pizza. Huh?
Cold pizza, though?
Oh, yeah, dude. The cold pizza's great. I never zap fry my leftover pizza. Never.
I have a different reason why I would never want to eat at Papa John's. The whole situation that forced John himself out.
I just never wanted to eat there because it's shit pizza. And of all the manufactured pizzas, the only good one is fucking Pizza Hut.
There's a couple up here that compete, but on the whole, Pizza Hut is the yardstick from which all else is measured.
Yeah. Domino's is way too fucking expensive, and I can't even think of another one other than Papa John's. Like, the major three national brands are Pizza Hut, Domino's, and Papa John's.
What? How do you not include Little Caesars?
Oh god, Little Caesars is even worse than Papa John's!
Little Caesars is the McDonald's of pizza, Adam. What do you expect?
It used to be good. I remember in the late 80s and early 90s. Like,
and you know what? We even have out around us. We have something called Jets Pizza, but that's Detroit pizza.
Oh yeah,
probably not on your radar.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gross. It's gross.
No, okay, dude. Next weekend, we'll try out this pizza that we tried out at work, and it's like a nice Sicilian stove pizza, whatever it's called.
Okay,
but
okay. Like a brick oven, or like...
Yeah, whatever those
Old
are.
country pizza.
Okay.
It's fucking delicious, dude.
Okay.
I'm all for.
I'm all for trusting you now, Adam, because that was a good call on the fucking mango habanero wings during New Year's.
Oh, dude, mango habanero is fucking delicious.
Yeah, that was a good call, man. It was a good call. Hey,
let it be known, Adam, does have a palate.
Mm-hmm. He knows his way, man. He knows his way.
It's not onions.
You know, I think Sanguine could change your mind on onions. I do. I think he could.
I'm sure there's a couple of different ways.
I think we need to challenge him to make a good onion dish for you.
Is Sanguine planning on hanging out when?
He's last I heard from him, he said he would be down to camp, but he's not going to be able to take 2 weeks to be able to go to Gen Con as well.
Indianapolis.
Yeah.
The final battle.
And quite frankly, considering that you're planning on making that leg of the trip in one single drive with a small layover back in Chicago, I don't blame him.
Oh yeah, dude. Like, especially considering what happened to him this last year with his car. Falling asleep at the wheel and like fucking totaling his car on his way to hanging out on a road trip. That's a kick in the teeth, man. It was like when I called him and he told me that, I was all like, dude, like I would not begrudge you at all if you were just like, I just want to go home. But he's all like, no, fuck it, I'm here. I'm like right across the bay from you guys. We're doing this, and I'm all like, good on you, man.
And the fact that he even caught a ferry out to the island.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the thing. Is
Yeah,
I went and combed through it too. Like when we realized that he wasn't going to be able to make the last ferry, the last like car ferry. I'm all like, man, there's got to be another way. There's got to be another way he can get on the island. And then I found the night tickets, and I'm all like, oh, it still runs at night. And so I'm all like, hey, like, you still have a chance, man. You still got to you got to just get to the ferry at this time, and you should be able to still get out on the island.
Yeah, on to Washington Island.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what a beautiful island.
It was like fucking fantastic. I'll put it this way too. I had such a good time with our trip and everything like that. I had been for months stalking Zillow to see about buying property on Washington Island, and every single time that I found like undeveloped property, it was always selling for over $1 million.
No, of course.
Speaking of, I haven't done it in a while. I'm going to go and look it up. Let's see here. Zillow.com. We're going to look for Washington Island, Wisconsin. Let us see. Oh, yeah, you can buy a shale beach property. Like, it opens up onto the shale for $585,000.
Oh, that's all?
Yeah, that's all. No big deal.
Yeah, but don't you have to go down to, what's that city's name? It has a fish name. You told me a couple weeks ago.
Sturgeon Bay.
Oh, Sturgeon
That's
Bay.
it.
I fucking
You'd have to go to, like, Sturgeon Bay to get to any major town. And even then,
well,
I'm pretty sure it's nothing compared to Green Bay.
You have, along the way, before you get to Sturgeon Bay, you have Sister Bay and Egg Harbor, which are both fairly big cities. Fucking Sister Bay, okay, like how I was describing Deerfield as being, posh as fuck. That was Sister Bay up in Wisconsin. That place is fucking posh. And it was also a really weird thing because it was like a throwback. When I went and had to fill up my gas there, I went in to pay, before going to the pump, and the person behind the counter was just like, just fill up. I'm like, what? It's unheard of in Chicago, man. It's all like, they want you to pay before you go to the pump. But this is just fill up and then come in and pay. I was like, God, I haven't dealt with something like that since the 80s.
Hey, Eeyore.
Yeah.
Have you been to America before?
Once.
How long ago?
Year ago now.
Oh, cool. Would you go to like New York or something?
Tampa.
Oh, Tampa.
He's gonna be a Florida man, didn't you know?
Really?
Yeah, you're gonna get it. He's gonna get his, care package of meth and angel dust and.
Holy shit. Wrong coast of Florida.
Jet ski.
That's all of Florida, my friend. That is all of Florida.
No, you brought up angel dust. That's Miami, not Tampa side of Florida.
Dude, I can see Eeyore with a saxophone and some fucking blue blockers. Sitting out there. Jamming out.
Dude, I heard the most amazing thing from one of the VTubers I watch. He said, he was talking about how he had like this horrible bitch of a 4th grade teacher. I don't know, man, fucking Regis Altair, you need to let go of that grudge, my man. But anyway, he's like, you know, talking about how his 4th grade teacher was such a bitch and so on and so forth. And then he said, it's okay, she retired the next year and went to Florida, so she's in God's waiting room.
Whoa.
I love that terminology. God's waiting room.
Eeyore, you want to go down there?
Florida?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, Florida can be quite nice. I'm not, you know, ragging on Florida. I'm just, I love the fact that Florida man has become a meme.
Well, that's just due to Florida sunshine laws.
Mm.
Because until I think it's arraigned, or I think there's another term for it, indicted, a criminal's identity cannot be announced on the media. Therefore, they just say Florida man or Florida woman.
It's still a funny meme. You're not gonna get me to budge on that one.
I 100% agree, because Florida man gets into some crazy shit.
Yeah. He just gets high on bath salts and he becomes the world's worst superhero.
Or, for example, Florida man arrested after asking cops to verify his meth is right.
Yeah,
and then
sounds about
complains that he's not arresting the drug dealer for scamming him.
Dude, okay, I'm looking at some property now. There's one like right on the edge of the city limits in Sturgeon Bay, Adam. $3.5 million, but it's 2,800 square feet house on, I think it's like 18 acres, and it has like a whole fucking, there's a barn, there's a, you know, farmhouse, attached and detached garage, an extra house on the property. It's nuts.
Jeez.
Yeah, just, yeah, $3.5 million to own a farm.
Oh. You know what? I'm gonna start putting. I'm gonna start with this $1 bill that I have right here. I'm gonna put this away and start saving. Right up to that.
Well, you know.
What was that number?
3.5 million.
Oh, okay. It should be no time.
You know, I've just been looking around here, and you know, I'm just saying, you know, it's an ambition of mine to eventually get there and you know, build a house. I'd love to, but
Yeah, I think I do have a confession to make.
Mm-hmm.
I've never actually done any backcountry camping before.
oh, well, it was the first time for everything, and it's a lot of fun, my man.
Yes, a lot of fun until I get mauled by raccoons.
Well, say, just ask Adam. He's got experience with that.
I don't want to know.
It was like, I woke up in the middle of, have you ever seen, The Great Outdoors?
Yeah, The Great Outdoors of John Candy. I knew that's where you were going.
Unfortunately, no. And please, don't add it to the list of movies I need to see when I'm down there.
Oh, it's a great movie,
I
man.
cannot believe you have not.
Yeah, you've never seen Great Outdoors. Oh my god.
Well, yeah, well,
John
that
Candy,
is
Rick.
Dan Aykroyd
No, yeah, Dan Aykroyd.
and other people.
Yeah, those are the two major draws. Yeah, John Candy.
Yeah.
And Dan Aykroyd.
And I think the story is in the movie that they go to a place in Wisconsin, although I think they really went to a place in California.
Either Northern California or, you know, every city in the world has doubled or has been doubled by Toronto. So I'm just saying, it's cheap to film in Canada.
Hopefully it wasn't.
Not in Toronto very often. You'll find that actually the Greater Vancouver area is Canada's mini Hollywood.
Well, like I said, it's a well-known fact that, like, again, Toronto.
Oh, you're not wrong
doubled
about
as
Toronto doubling as New York all the time.
Every city. I mean, fucking, it was even Star City in Arrow. Yeah, it's not even a real city. It's a fake city. It's a superhero city. Still Toronto, though. Ooh. 1 full acre of undeveloped land in actual Green Bay.
I can speak from experience of a transport driver that worked on Arrow that it was actually Vancouver.
Oh, it was Vancouver? Okay.
Yeah, I can speak from a truck driver that worked with them.
Okay. Might have been like the first couple of seasons were Vancouver, and then they moved over, or Toronto, and then moved over to Vancouver.
Oh, I wouldn't believe some of the overarching shots, the establishing pieces, would be Toronto, but the set was Vancouver.
Gotcha.
Because those establishing shots, even getting the legit New York in this case probably, would be more expensive than getting an establishing shot of Toronto.
Yeah. Well, no, they didn't need to get New York. They didn't need to have any, visible and identifiable landmarks because, again, it was it's a fake city. It's Star City.
Yeah, but isn't like most fictional cities in the DC universe, doesn't it have a broad allegory? In this case, I would actually think Chicago.
No, not Star City. Star City is actually more
Detroit.
No, Seattle. Because Green Arrow actually moves to Seattle after being the protector of Star City for a while.
Okay, so that would make sense why it's in Vancouver. Same climate, and you could probably even use establishing shots of Vancouver as quote-unquote Seattle. Though the big issue is the mountains when it comes to Vancouver.
Yeah.
Anyway, you were about to talk about property in Green Bay. Also, Green Bay is down by 4.
Good.
Well, I was just, their football team aside, there's a whole acre of land in Green Bay for only $40,000. Undeveloped land, of course, but I figure the winter time is probably the worst time to try and sell a property up in Wisconsin, so that's the reason why all of the property listings are just really big, extravagant, and expensive properties.
Quite frankly, I wouldn't want to be a cheesehead.
No, I do.
Why?
I had so much fun on that trip, and the people were just so nice.
I mean, just keep going north until you hit Manitoba if you want nice people.
Whoa, don't even get me started, dude. Maybe Minnesota is...
They said Manitoba, which is Canada, my guy.
Oh, no. See,
Yeah,
we're not going that far. We're not going that far. No.
Yeah, we're not going up to the Yooper here. We're not gonna learn to say our A's and
I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe that's where we should go and check out some of the local culture there, eh?
Yeah.
Oh wait, no.
Yeah, you could get some real funky accents in Manitoba.
Oh man. See, oh no, you can't.
Unfortunately, you have to go out to the sticks to get a traditional, quote-unquote, Canadian accent because most major cities have been Americanized.
Well, yeah.
Or like they eat McDonald's and shit. Or macadagas.
No,
Yeah,
No, that's Australian, Adam.
Oh yeah.
They're the ones that abbreviate
Oh,
McDonald's
Maccas.
into Maccas.
I'm just getting ready because tomorrow I'm gonna play Terry in some Soul Calibur, so
Yeah.
I gotta have some throwing words.
Gotta have some words for throwing hands.
Yeah.
Cause then some fighting words, Adam. Them some fighting words.
Yeah, you gotta be able to do the
All you gotta tell them is
psychological.
that fairy bread is not real food.
Oh, fucking fairy bread. Was that butter with sprinkles?
Butter with sprinkles, yeah. No, they're not sprinkles. They're hundreds and thousands.
Oh yeah. Fucking hundreds and thousands.
And I still have yet to receive an answer of what.
They don't have something like that up in Kazakhstan. They have maple syrup and butter. Ugh.
I mean,
what you're talking about, Willis?
the funniest bit is that like they even lean into it. Like one of my favorite VTubers I watch, her name is Crony, Oro Crony, and she's like, you know, it's a well-known fact that she's Canadian. And when she was trying to kick the habit of eating Subway sandwiches, what she did is she blended them in a blender, and then to try and cut, blended sandwiches, and then to try and cut back on some of the taste and like, you know, get something that'll overpower the taste of the Subway sandwich, she was pouring maple syrup in the, like, come on. You're already getting made fun of because you're Canadian, and then you just lean into the stereotype by drinking fucking maple syrup.
Oh.
Next thing is you're gonna say is that you're gonna go and hit up the Tim Hortons. You gotta go and get on your moose.
Get a double.
Get a double, or some Bieber holes.
Yeah, B-roll.
You leave the double alone. Also, our movements are bigger up here.
Yes.
Oh shit. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna have to load. You know, yeah, we're gonna have to fill Donkey up with some Chicago food.
Oh yeah. Chicago style hot dogs. You get some fucking Chicago deep dish pizza.
Italian beefs.
Oh my god, Italian.
Deep dish casserole.
You know, it's funny. I learned that there's not a whole lot of places that even know what an Italian beef is. Did you know that? Like you leave Illinois.
Beef?
Yeah, you leave Illinois. There's not a whole lot of people that know what that is.
For real?
Yeah.
Ain't that a specific type of sandwich served with au jus?
It's not served with au jus like a
Look,
French
not every
dip.
dish has to be served with a Jew. Okay, that's kind of racist.
At least, you know, in certain places like you know, Deerfield.
Fucking
I'm sure
donkey,
probably
dude.
But anyway,
Come on, man. Don't be bringing that kind of thing out here. You'll be fine.
Yeah, no, the it's you're kind of right, Eeyore. It is a wet sandwich, is what, you know, the kind of term is. It's served on an Italian roll, and it depends on where you get it from, but they'll put like peppers. Some will put onions. Some will put like some other kind of like, you know, Italian seasonings into the meat as well. But
Or barbecue.
Essentially, when you bite into the sandwich, you don't need to dip it in au jus because it is already wet enough.
Yeah,
you don't,
they
don't
pretty
need
much
to dip it.
they soak it in it.
Yeah, it's fucking like,
or you can even get, if you have a strong enough heart, you can have it like they put a whole bunch of this cheese on it.
Yeah,
So-
fucking mozzarella cheese, and then they bake it. So it's
You've seen mozzarella? No, I've seen I think it's like cheddar cheese or some shit.
Oh, really? I say for the
Wait,
mom
have
and
you
pop
ever been
shops-
to- Have you ever been to Nana's over on shit, what is it? Lake Street?
Nana's?
No. It's on 19. Dude, I'll have to take you out there to Nana's. It's fucking, they got some, I mean, I wouldn't eat it, but it looks pretty good. Cheesy
Oh wait,
beef.
you know what? Yeah, you were telling me about Nana's. I've driven by Nana's so many times. It's off of 19. You were right.
Yeah.
Irving Park Road. And yeah, like I've driven by there so many times, but I've never been inside.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
They got really, that's where I get my Chicago hot dogs. They do a good hot dog. And yeah, I've gone there with some friends, and they've gone there. They got barbecue and cheesy beefs, and
Yeah, like
yeah, you're right. You don't have to dip it
Yeah.
because this shit is dripping.
Yep. I'll say the
Talking about a wet beef.
oh, yeah, wet beef. Ooh. The one mom and pop shop that my roommate and I order from, pizza shop. They do cheesy beef as well, but it's mozzarella,
Oh shit!
and it's baked too.
They bake.
Yeah, like they'll make a whole Italian beef and then layer on a whole shit ton of mozzarella, and then they'll twice bake it, and it's like fucking, it's toasted, it's baked, it's melty cheese, fucking,
Sweet
it's still
Jesus.
the squishy wet beef. It's fantastic.
You're making me hungry.
And then there's also, we in the area, we call it just a combo. It's an Italian beef and an Italian sausage combined.
Yeah, because you might get hungry afterwards.
Yeah, right.
After all that work of eating that one meal, you get hungry, you have to have a whole nother one. Holy shit!
Oh no, like they put the Italian sausage on the Italian beef. Like it's all a combined sandwich.
Oh, they added to the. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So it's a fucking Megazord.
Yeah.
Okay, now they're just fucking with us.
I'm afraid
adding
that
sausage to beef.
combining Italian sausage and Italian beef might cause it to ask me for protection money.
Yeah, right. I might try to get you to run some rum or guns across the border.
Yes. Also, that was a very lucrative time, Canadian running.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, that and fucking moonshiners too, like in the Appalachians. I'm sure that there's plenty of families who've been set up for life because they, fucking moonshined up a whole bunch of, booze and sold it to big cities.
Mm-hmm. And that's another one of the things I love about my home country. Up to where it can be termed as green, we can homebrew.
Well, we can homebrew in the States too. It's I can't remember the legality of it. It's just that I think you can there's no limitations on home brewing. It's just that you can't sell it. Not without a liquor license.
Yeah, here, even trying to solicit a sale privately, or even over Kijiji or Craigslist, the LCBO, at least for this province, comes after you.
Is there a digital version of the RCP?
RCP?
Yeah. Or RCMP, sorry.
Yeah, they have a digital department.
So do they run you down on virtual horses? They put on their VR goggles.
For God's sake. The horses and the old red uniforms are only for ceremonies. Other than that, they're all federal glowies.
Oh, glowies. Oh, great. Sure glows in here, Canada. Sure glows in here.
Well, they're closer to FBI. CSIS is the true glowies.
Ah. Well, It is 9:30. I didn't want to go too long. It's already been over an hour. I need to order myself some food and some lunches for the next couple weeks off of Amazon. I think I might...
You order lunches offline on Amazon?
Mm-hmm. You know those, like, Hormel Heat and Eat, like, single-serving food tray things?
No.
You never seen those? You can get them at, like, gas stations and shit like that. They're, like, you know, the two that I really like, I think taste really good, are the Swedish meatballs and the Salisbury steak. And you can get boxes of them for, I think there's 6 of them to a tray for $13. And that's a week's worth, you know. So $13, you know, less than delivery or, like, even, you know, eating out. And you've got, you know, essentially lunches for a week and more.
That's not bad.
Yeah, and I just have it delivered. And what's even better, too, is that since it's part of the Amazon pantry, it can be delivered in less than, like, 6 hours.
Do you have one of those Amazon marketplaces close by you?
Well,
or the shopping center, whatever they have.
There's one close to both of us. It's about equidistant between both of us. It's right off of Roselle and Gulf. It's like the corner right there.
Oh.
Yeah. I think it used to be like a PetSmart or something like that, but yeah, it's an Amazon Fresh store now.
That's cool.
And that's where they box everything up and send it out for delivery. There's another thing I was gonna get too. I was gonna get. I've got these things on my wish list that I was going to pick up. I really like them. I had a friend that bought them, and he had them areated out on his workstation for his painting. They're like, it's like I don't know. I think it's stronger than particle board, but it's like thin wood, right? And it's laser engraved, so that they've got these like trays and holes that you can put your paint pots in, and keep your painting area, your workspace, organized. And I'm not sure if you saw it during New Year's, Adam. My painting space is horribly disorganized, so I need to do something here.
Where do they have this at?
On Amazon.
On Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I'm not to say that you're. When I did see your painting desk, it was a bit disheveled, but
yeah, it's horribly disorganized. So I was gonna get one of those. I was planning on getting 3 of them, but I think like the one that I was looking at was $50. So
that ain't too bad.
Yeah, no, it's not too bad.
Well, shit.
Where is it? Tabletop. There we go. Brushes. Citadel Vallejo. Oh no, that's really, this one's only Citadel? I thought the. Oh, okay, there we go. That's the one I'm looking for. Yeah, $54.95.
I think Lisa would like you to post a link of that.
Oh yeah, absolutely, Lisa. I'll here. Let me get a link to it. I'm not sure if like the exact same thing is available in England, but I'm sure you can probably find something equivalent.
Yeah.
The fuck is the link button? God damn it, Amazon. Style, okay, yeah, there it is. God, it's hidden in the fucking. All right. here. And then go into dungeon chat. And paste. There you go, Lisa. Yeah, I think... Let me put this on order, and then I'm gonna order some food, and then I think we will call it.
Sounds good.
I really wish I could, like, go in and, you know, for things like Amazon and shit like that, delete old, credit cards. Because I lost my bank card and then had it replaced, and, all of, like, my banking apps and all that kind of shit like that, or, like, you know, shopping apps have my old card still among all of the cards that they have saved. And I'm all like, I want to get rid of that one because it doesn't exist anymore.
It just adds a whole bunch of clutter.
It does.
Unnecessary clutter.
Now that's really interesting. There's an airbrush that you can get that the compressor for the airbrush is actually like the size of, I don't know, like a tube of toothpaste. So you don't have to, you know, take up this massive part of your desk with a huge air compressor.
Guess we're closing up then?
Yeah, I'm just ordering some food. Going to some Groob Hoob. Because I'm a lazy bastard and don't want to fucking make anything. Holy shit. Did you know that you can fucking order booze and have it delivered?
Ain't that lovely?
Yeah. Means you don't need to go outside and get your fucking booze all. Wingstop closes at 9:45.
We got 2 minutes, dude.
Taco Bell's open for a while.
Oh no.
Checkers? What the fuck is there a Checkers around here? Mr. Beast Burger! Guys, I could get the Mr. Beast Burger!
What is that?
I have no idea. Mr. Beast is a YouTuber, isn't he? That's what I thought.
Oh god. Don't tell me he has a burger out here.
Apparently. Moretti's Ristorante. Alright. Fuck it. What do I want? Is Burger King? Yeah, we can go Burger King. Why not? Actually... Fuck. Why does Buffalo Wild Wings close at 9:45? So weird.
It is kind of a weird time. Figured it'd just be like 10.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna go Burger King. Bacon King.
Do you guys have Burger King over in Canada, Eeyore?
I work at a Burger King, you.
Do you?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Why do you say it like I was supposed to know that?
Yeah, see, I didn't know that.
I thought I told everyone.
No.
I mean, hey, no That's no shame in that, man. That's cool.
I like Burger King. They still have fucking Surge.
They were.
Yeah. Can't get it
Burger
on
King
Amazon
is
anymore.
good, but you need access to the secret menu.
What? Wait,
You
what?
have a secret menu?
Yeah, it's called walk over to the burger stand, make your own meal, and then run it through the cash register yourself.
That's cheating, good sir.
That ain't no cheating. Also, I'm only adding a sauce or two, dude.
Yeah, right. Hey, thanks Burger King for sponsoring the Minions of the This episode is brought to you by the Whopper Jr. with cheese. No onions.
If anything, it's brought to you by the extra large long cheeseburger.
Lisa, do you have snow in Canada?
Not right now.
In all fairness, I did hear that Burger King's onion rings are pretty good. So
They are. I really like them, and I also like their chicken fries.
chicken fries.
It's like, yeah, I know that, you know, their chicken fries are what? Just it's just incredibly thin strips of meat and like a shit ton of breading. I get it. It still tastes good. I don't care.
Onion rings and zesty sauce or go home.
Yeah, they're good, but I like their fries. Believe it or not, I think their fries are way better than like McDonald's and especially Wendy's. I hate Wendy's fries.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wendy's fries are only good for the first 5 minutes after they're out of the fryer.
Yeah.
That is true, but that's like Taco Bell. You can only really enjoy a Taco Bell taco right in the restaurant.
Yeah.
The moment you try and take it elsewhere, it like deteriorates really quickly.
Well, it's like, you know, the problem I've got with Taco Bell, I really like Taco Bell. I never really ate at Taco Bell for a really long time. Living with my roommate and him eating Taco Bell, you know, kind of got me to eat Taco Bell. And I gotta say, I like Taco Bell's, you know, tacos. I like I really like the Doritos tacos. Those are my favorites. But good God, you can't like eat it in your car ever.
No.
It's just gonna explode all over your fucking interior. You have fucking like cheese and lettuce dripping off of your fucking ceiling for like the next week. It is the sloppiest shit. You need to sit down at like, you know, a fucking table and eat Taco Bell.
You know, and I think that's the thing is when they're making it for drive-through, they don't have the same type of love that they add if they know that you're gonna be sitting in the restaurant. Because they know that you're gonna be able to look at them as you're biting into that taco.
You're silently judging them.
This is the way it should be. But when you fucking are in the drive-thru, they don't give a shit.
Yeah.
You know, you know what? I'm gonna add a little bit extra grease to the bottom of this taco so that it starts melting away.
I gotta say,
By the time you get away from the drive-thru.
I love Taco Bell's breakfast. It's hard to fuck that up.
You know, that was the first time when I was hanging out with you guys. It was the first time I tried it. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I loved it. It's some of my favorite shit, man.
You know what I can't stand is the ham in the McDonald's breakfast sandwich. That never tasted good. It was
gross. It was definitely gross. Especially considering too, is like the only things that get you ham are like you have to go out of your way to get it, or like it's on the fucking bagels, and their bagels are trash, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. But anyway, enough fast food talk. I gotta waiting on my fast food to get here, and till then, we've been your minions of the zoo. Thank y'all for coming out. Be sure to watch tomorrow where Adam is the host. He's gonna be playing some fucking Soul Calibur and beating the shit out of Terry, hopefully, or getting his butt kicked. It's probably. I have confidence in you, my man. I have confidence.
I'm training right now. I got the. You're the best
around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down.
And I got a picture of my sweetheart that I look after every so often. Like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna do it. Okay, bah, and then get back into it. So hopefully I'll do some good stuff tomorrow.
So that way, when Adam ends the stream, he'll go, "Yo, Adrian!" And yeah. So yes, be sure to watch tomorrow where Adam will be the host and playing some video games. And yeah, thank y'all for coming out and watching some paint dry. We will catch y'all some other time. Take care, everyone. The zoo is closed.
Night. Eeyore.